And hello friends, we have another light to talk about today, but this is something quite different from the folks at Nitecore. It's the LR30 and it's a camping lantern, a little different than other camping lanterns that you've probably seen. It has a magnetic base on it. It also comes in 3 colors. This happens to be the yellow version, comes in green and blue. And 205 lumens is the top output with a runtime of 62 hours, a beam distance of 20 meters, and it's impact resistant to 1.5 meters. So not bad. Obviously it's not in the blister packaging right now. This is just to obviously show you what the packaging looks like. It's pretty typical for Nitecore. So right here is the flashlight. Actually, it's not a flashlight, it's a lantern. So again, a little bit different for me. And here's the button right here that turns it on, and it takes an 18650 battery or 2 16340s or 2 disposable CR123s, and you pull this off like this to get to the battery compartment, and voila, here you have the battery. And actually it's in the wrong part right now. The battery sits in this portion right here, of course. So here's your standard 18650 and fits in there like that, or you can use 2 of the other batteries. This is the magnetic portion of the stand, you know, of the bottom of it. So this is magnetic right here. This is like a little thing you can hang it on or whatever. So that's rather neat. It has a waterproof ring, which is right here around the bottom, because it's waterproof to IPX6, which is not necessarily submersible, but it will resist water pretty well. And then in the package they give you a spare ring, which is pretty cool. And the other thing in the package is your manual. So that's all you get within the package, is the ring and the manual. And so anyway, battery is in, and you put this on this side like that. As usual, whenever I have something magnetic here, I don't really ever have anything to affix it to, but I think you can probably imagine the magnetic properties of it. I mean, here is a USB cord, which of course will stick to the bottom of it. So there you go. So you can stick this obviously to any metal surface. So oh yeah, just wanted to run down the modes on it here. It's got 3 modes: low, medium, and high. And they are 12, 85, and 205. And on 2 CR123 batteries, they'll be a little bit different. 40. I'm sorry. No, of course the modes will be the same. It's just the runtime, which is different depending on which kind of battery you're using. The other neat thing about it is that in addition to the regular light, it has a red light. So it's got actually, I think, 6 LEDs in here, which are white, and then it has a red LED as well. And it also has a little signaling light. Well, it has SOS, but it also has a little LED which will tell you where the light is. If you happen to leave it somewhere, you can turn that on. So anyway, once you put this may already have blinked. As soon as I put batteries in, it's supposed to tell you what the voltage of the battery is, but you can tell that pretty much anytime. Let me turn the light off here. If you just press the button, then you get this little blue blink. You see that? So that'll count the volts of the battery. 1, 2, 3, 4. So there, the battery is roughly up 4.1. Okay, so that's roughly the voltage of the battery, 4.1. So that's what you get when you put the batteries in, or anytime, just press the button and you can always check the battery voltage. Now to turn the light on, you have to press and hold, and there you have the first level, which of course is low, and you press it again and you're at medium, press it again and you're at high. Now this will be a little bit difficult to show since the light is, you know, sort of bright on the camera. I'm not sure how well it's, you see, it can light up the area, of course, in front of you, which is the whole idea. And it also has that handle on the bottom so you can hang it on something. If you want to look at some pictures with that part of it in action, check out my written review, where the link is below at lightsandgear.com, and I have the pictures of it sort of hanging up, you know, with the area lit around it. But but you can certainly read anything like this with it, you know. And to turn it off, you just press and hold it. Otherwise, if I was already on and just keep single pressing, it just keeps cycling through the modes. Now to get to the red LED, it has to be in the off position, and then you have to double click it. And looky there, you got red. Oh boy, is that red. Okay, that's red. You can't, there are no other brightness levels in the red. It's just red as it is, and the instruction manual says this is about 45 lumens. I mean, it's pretty darn bright, that's for sure. Now, if I press the button in the red, I get a red flash like this, sort of like a location beacon, maybe you could call it. If I press it again, then I'll get red in SOS. It does not do red strobe, so it just does sort of like the location beacon and the SOS in the red function. Now, if I keep pressing this, it'll just go back to the solid red, and of course, to turn it off, I have to press and hold. Now, if I was to double click it, I just get back again to the other red mode. So I have to press and hold in order to turn it off, and then once I press and hold again, I'll be back to the white light. So that's what it does. And again, of course, it's metallic, so you can stick that to anything. And seeing as when you're looking at it, you can't really see anything around it. You know, you're sort of looking at it, but all you can see is the white light. Seeing something that it's illuminating is not easy, so it'll be best suited for when it's either hanging up or stuck to something metallic up high, and then it will illuminate the area around it. So that's the sort of purpose of it, as being a lantern. Of course, you'll normally hang it up somewhere and have it light up the area around you. So it's a pretty neat light. And oh yeah, I was talking about the other positioning thing before. That's when it's already on, and then you press and hold it for a few seconds. It'll go off, and then this little positioning light will come on. So that's what that looks like. It just blinks once every 2 seconds. So you can have it sitting somewhere, and then, you know, if you're not sure where it is, just keep watching for the blue light. And according to the manual, it'll do this for like 6 months continuously if you just leave it like that. Not that you would, and I don't know if anybody at Nitecore did. Perhaps they did, and God love them for sticking around and watching it for 6 months to know that it's going to do that. However, I think if I just press it from there, let's see. Oh, if I press it from there, I just get the battery voltage indicator again, but then obviously it's turned off at this point. So that's the Nitecore LR30 portable camping light. Check below. My friends at GearBest were kind enough to send it to me. You can see their link below and pick one up on their site. You can read more about it and see the pictures at lightsandgear.com, where the GearBest link is there as well. Hope you enjoy it if you happen to get it, and or go to Lights and Gear and see more flashlights, batteries, and chargers, and so forth. And we will see you next time with another review. Take it easy.